It's a shame that in this country, it's more easy to come about a scandal than it is to come across a job opportunity. This week alone, this is the 4th scandal that I am covering. Hata mimi nimechoka. And this scandal still touches on basic commodities like sugar, just like all the others. Just have a look at this. This is from the Alpha House, who I actually like watching, and it reads, in the newspaper headlines, they've done a very good summary of all the papers. The Standard says, the 3 billion sugar deal, a massive 3 billion industrial sugar shipment meant for factories, was secretly repackaged for household sale by Mombasa and Kibo's refiners, exposing public health risks, tax theft, and alleged protection by senior civil servants while regulators looked away. So sugar that was meant for factories, not for human consumption. Hizi ile unaweka hapa kwa kikombe ya chai. It was meant for factories. It's meant to go and produce chewing gum and all these other things which have to go through an industrial process. Has been repackaged and sold to you and me. What kind of nonsense is that? Anywho, in this video I want us to look into some of the reasons why this sugar goonism is on full throttle in this country. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number 1. For any goonish activity to happen and arrests don't happen, or investigations at the very least, it means the top dogs are eating. And I remember at one point, Rai cut Ruto's profits so much so that he threatened to send him to Zayuni. In fact, here's the tape.
Mambo ni matatu. Uhame Kenya, uende jela, ama usafiri uende mbinguni. Hakuna maneno mengine.
That was just a public temper tantrum because of a business deal gone wrong. In real sense, they're very good friends. In fact, here's Ruto at Rai's wedding. You know what? Shortly after Ruto had threatened Rai, to my surprise, he allowed the King and Queen of England to visit Rai's property when they came to Kenya. Is that somebody ambayo wako na shida ama those are business partners? Just have a look at this image. So long story short, Ruto is very close with these people in the sugar industry, and that is why you are seeing no arrests and no investigations, because huyo jamaa anapenda kusema nyinyi mnanielewa. He is also eating. Number 2, the other big issue we are dealing with here is the fact that this sugar is a byproduct of ethanol. Kwa hivyo imejaa carcinogens. And these carcinogens are no joke. They are very dangerous. They can cause uncontrolled cell growth, which leads to cancerous tumors. Even Uhuru Kenyatta the other day admitted he has cancer. Perhaps ni hizi vitu wanaleta hapa Kenya. Carcinogens also contribute to DNA damage, organ-specific harm, i.e. the asbestos or lungs, weakened immunity, and environmental spread, considering they contaminate the air, water, and food. So let these people stop playing silly games. Hii cancer inaua watu. There are some scandals we can argue about and complain about passively, ama tuende maandamano kidogo kama hii ya mafuta na nini, but when it comes to things touching on health, we could even classify this as biochemical warfare by the government against its own people. How different is this from Assad carpet bombing his people in Syria? Huko unakuwa carpet bombed with small clusters of missiles. Hapa Kenya unauliwa na kansa. Unaletewa sukari, unaenda unaweka kwa chai, unaenda unatengeneza mandazi nayo, wengine mnaweka kwa chapati, others you just like using sugar as it is. In fact, children, ukienda kazini anapanda kabati kuchukua sukari. And you suddenly wonder why that small boy or small girl has cancer. The family has no history of cancer, but this one has cancer. It is the things we are consuming. Tukiendelea hivi na hii serikali, hata sukari watu hawatanunua kwa supermarket. Utakuwa unaenda unaitisha miwa kutoka kwa shamba, you drain the juice, you form your own sugar, and you use that one, or you prefer to use honey. This government is not protecting us. They've brought wrong sugar. It's contaminated, meant for factories, not for your dining table. They have also brought mafuta ambayo ni mbovu. These days hata ukiweka V-Power, if your vehicle consumes fuel at 12 kilometers per liter, regular petrol, and then you do V-Power, the performance is even worse. Why? Because the V-Power which is being brought is adulterated. It is terrible. Nobody is checking the quality of anything. They're just checking imeingia ngapi hapa kwa mfuko. 500 million sawa. Pitisha hiyo kitu. Hii nchi kuna watu watapigwa kiboko na Mungu. Hii kiboko hata si ya raia. And then as you're playing those games, this is the state of hospitals in places like Ishiara, where sugar is being consumed at an all-time high. Just have a look at this images. Alafu kutokee mtu na akili yake timamu anatuambia 2 term. Anybody telling you 2 term ni mwenda wazimu ama ni beneficiary of this administration? In fact, I would prefer if you are a beneficiary. Either wewe ni waziri, wewe ni PS, wewe ni majority leader, wewe ni nani, unafanya tender pale, there is a way you are benefiting. Because then I'll say, ndio unafanya mbaya lakini unafaidika kidogo. I can understand you. Maybe you're doing it for your family. But there is no benefit for you na unaimba tu term. Hey, don't know how to help you. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. If you're still managing rentals using notebooks and caretakers, see how Joel Karango Miner switched to a system that runs his 76 units automatically. Every month, caretakers traveled to his office with handwritten records. Balancing the math took hours. Payments never merged and tenants never got receipts. Then Joel switched to Bomahat, Kenya's award-winning property management software. Now payments update automatically, receipts go out via SMS, and every report is just one click away. He now runs all 76 units from his phone. No chaos, no confusion. Join hundreds of landlords doing the same. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.